there, grandkids. It's Grandpa William with Oprah Reads Me a Book. And there's my book, Everything a Child Should Know About God. And I'm on page 58 today. God punishes Adam and Eve. And there's a very sad picture. And I just want to say something before I read it today. I want to say that sad things are not always bad things. Sometimes sad things are the way to get to the next step. And sometimes we need to do things that are hard and difficult, even if it means cleaning your room, or obeying your parents, or listening, or sitting still in school, waiting your turn when you're playing a game, or needing to use a toy or something. So this is a very sad story, and it's because people did bad things, but God uses it for good. He turns it into something good. This whole book tells us about God, and it tells us about what we read in the Bible about God. So let's look at it now and find out what it's all about. God punishes Adam and Eve. If you remember the last time we read, they disobeyed God. And there's Adam and Eve, and they're walking away from that beautiful, beautiful garden that God gave them. And there you see an angel guarding the way with a flaming sword. Yeah, I bet you'd like that flaming sword. I'm going to read this for you. Adam and Eve were not happy anymore because they disobeyed God. He had to punish them. He sent an angel to make them leave the beautiful garden. God told Adam and Eve that because they disobeyed him, they would have sadness and pain. That day they began to grow old and die. Read more in the Bible, Genesis 3:22 to 24. And I've got my Bible, and I'm in Genesis chapter 3, and I'm going to jump over here to verses 22 to 24. Then the Lord God said, "Look, the human beings have become like us, knowing both good and evil. What if they reach out, take fruit from the tree of life and eat it? Then they will live forever." So the Lord God banished them from the Garden of Eden and sent Adam out to cultivate the ground from which they had been made. And after sending them out, the Lord God stationed mighty cherubim, angels, to the east of the Garden of Eden, and he placed a flaming sword that flashed back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. And what's the question? Here's the question. Have a look. How did God punish Adam and Eve? Why did he punish them? He punished them by sending them away from the garden, and they began to grow old and die, and they would have sadness and pain as they worked outside the garden. Why did he punish them? Because they disobeyed and ate of the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, which was forbidden. And that's our story for today. There'll be a happier one next time. I'm sure of it. Okay, bye-bye, grandkids.